Happy Thumbs Gaming. Booyakashow!
Hey everybody, it's Jeremy from Happy Thumbs Gaming. Today we're doing walkthrough part 18 for Assassin's Creed 3. We are at the end of sequence 5 here. We have 3 optional objectives. 1, sustain no damage before you reach Martha's Vineyard. 2, use a swivel gun to destroy 2 ships. 3, successfully brace during an attack on 3 occasions. The first optional objective coming up is pretty much you want to stay in your channel and not hit anything. So when the channel narrows, just make sure you're in half sail, because if you're in full sail and a rogue wind comes up, it's going to push you into the rocks. If you got less sail up, you're less affected by heavy winds, and you just cruise on through. Personally, I like the sailing mechanics in this game. It's kind of something a little bit different. And, you know, those old school cannon firing ships, I always thought they were cool. So, you know, being a sailor, right on Ubisoft, right on, right on. So whenever you get rolled over like that, just go ahead and go to half sails. And if you just follow the ship in front of you, that's a pretty good guide of how to get through all this area. You see how this guy runs out of the bottom like he just cut his thumb or something? I guess we'll go with some random knowledge today. The term freeze the balls off a brass monkey is a naval term. So back in the day, the cannonballs, you'd stack them in the little pyramids, and the little tray that was kind of like a cupcake holder for cannonballs was made out of brass. Well, the thing is, when it got really cold, it would shrink in size, causing the cannonballs to shift, and the cannonballs would fall off. Thus, cold enough to freeze the balls off a brass monkey. So there's your fact of the day. Happy Thumbs Gaming, finding ways to kill Dead Space since 2011, October 7th. There's that guy again, running around like he's drunk. Probably is drunk, he's a sailor. So there's that rogue wind right there. If you would have had full sails, it would have veered you way far off course. So just, you know, use an ounce of prevention so you don't have to use a pound to cure and restart the mission. Alright, now it's time to park this bad mamma jamma. Parking is the hardest part of any evolution when it comes to boating. Just like landing is the hardest evolution for an airplane. And they're going to have you do it on the first time with this big mamma jamma. Because you know what? That's what all people do. They just trust some random Indian kid to drive their big ass boat. But it's cool. He fixed it up. So if he wants to crash it, does what he wants. After a cutscene, you're going to take off again here. You're going to be putting these cannons to use, which is good because we all like blowing stuff up. There's 2 different types of cannons. There's a swivel cannon, which you're going to use L1 for, and that's pretty much you just aim it. Whenever the circle's red, release it. And then there's your broadside cannons, which you're going to shoot when you're a beam. So pretty much there's a white blinking light when you hold it, and then release it when it's blinking, and that'll let you fire. The broadside cannons are going to do more damage because it's a bigger volley. The swivel cannons are going to be more accurate. So just right here you release and you fire. Some other random naval history. Back in the day, it was just like, you know, when shooting in the lines during the Civil War, the ships would get in firing columns, like in a firing column of a line. That way they could shoot at each other because it was most effective to make the cannons shoot a bunch at a time because they weren't super accurate. So they'd put as many cannons as they can on one side of the ship, and then have multiple ships on this line, and literally just drive at each other and do drive-bys, and it was crazy. And so the main idea was not really to sink the other ship, it was just to break their mast so they wouldn't be able to sail anymore. And then you go over to her, make her surrender her colors, and then you take the ship, fix it, and then go crush other ships with it. It was a crazy era back then. Read into Decatur and Farragut, and you'd be like, wow, those guys were crazy. Pretty much going ship to ship, just smashing stuff, stealing their ships, taking their own, smashing more ships. So now they got this going on, you're going to have to fight these little British dudes, which is cool because that's what we're here to do. So just go ahead and kill these guys with your swivel guns, at least 2 of them, and then that will give you your objective. So pretty much lock on, when it's red, release, and boom goes the dynamite. Bam, and there's our objective right there. The other one, I was waiting to see if it'd do like a side shot at me, but it doesn't, so I just kind of played chicken with it for a little bit, and eventually I'll bring her down as well. So now on to talking about the bracing. So pretty much when you see the other cannon like start blinking at you red, you hit the brace button and they all go down. For some reason for mine, like I hit it all different times, and sometimes it just give me the thing and sometimes it wouldn't. So just every time the guy shoots at you, do it, and if with enough luck you should be able to get it. If you get to a point where you're getting really low health and you need to attack the ship, put your sails all the way up to get some speed going, bring them back down to half so you're more maneuverable, and you're going to want to go at the bow of the boat, because if you're at the bow of the boat, that boat can't be shooting at you on the broadside. So use your swivel guns to shoot them at a distance and then go ahead and get broadside on them. But if you just sit there and slug it out, there's a good chance you're going to take a lot of damage. So just brace when you can. One of the reasons we won this war against the British is because we started using non-standard tactics. We built these frigates that were really successful and good at damaging stuff, and we started adopting non-standard tactics, and it threw the British off because they were so used to just going against the enemy that wanted to fight exactly their way, and of course they're winning. But the second we started doing things the American way, thank you Uncle Sam, we started winning this war. So another random fact. If you can't figure it out yet, I thought the Revolutionary War was awesome, and the Civil War was awesome. I don't know if this game's going to cover Bunker Hill, but I guess I'll bring that up too while we're trying to burn some white space here. Bunker Hill was a cool battle because we didn't have a lot of troops. They had a lot of troops. And we, instead of going out there and fighting in a field with them, we stayed at the hill and made them come to us. And when they pushed up that hill, we had the advantage of being on the high ground. So we kept shooting down at them. We held them off for 3 days, killing like 1,000 of their troops with like not that many of ours. And by the last day, we ran out of ammunition. We were using anything we could, like forks and random shrapnel and all sorts of stuff just to shoot down on them. But that's what we did. And it was considered a huge victory. Now I'm going to make fart noises with my mouth. That's enough of that. It's one of the lengthier side missions here because this battle takes a while, but just pretty much slug it out. Get full cannon shots on as often as you can, and you'll win this one. And the next shot's going to put her down. And that will be the end of Sequence 5. We'll be on to Sequence 6. And this is going to get more exciting. So thank you guys for choosing Happy Thumbs Gaming. Stay tuned for more Assassin's Creed 3 video. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs us up, because that's what we're thumbing up at the Thumb Gaming. And as always, happy hunting, gamers.